Hey everybody, Thrift Store Hacker back again, and today we're going to build a bike trailer. This is going to take a couple of videos. It's a bit of a long winter project, but we're going to take this bike frame here and we're going to cut it down into a one-wheel bike trailer. Now, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try not to do any welding with this. This way, if somebody else wants to build a trailer like this, it'll be really easy to do. So anyway, what I'm starting off with is the old frame here from the cheapest electric bike project, and we're going to be using the motor from it too. I've put a smaller wheel on the back here, which should open up cargo space between here, and then I picked this frame because it's got these long swooping bars here, and if those bars line up, one of those two bars will probably line up with the height of the electric bike, and then I can just fashion a hitch off of that, and then I don't have to do any welding here. It is freezing out here. Let's get this inside. I'm trying to just kind of line everything up, and it looks like that lower bar ain't going to do it. They're just not going to get to the bike in a fashion I need. This upper bar, though, is going to be perfect. I can mount it right to the back of the seat here, line it up, and it hits just about right where I wanted it to hit. So that's going to work out. We'll keep that top bar and roll with that. You can see there's these two bars coming up right here. I think I am going to cut these bars right here at the weld. Right in there. And then I'd like to bend these bars down to at least where this bar is. So we probably want to cut off all the metal from here up. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to bend these yet. I think I'm going to get a torch and heat them up right at the edge of the tire here, which I should probably mark because then I can take the tire off. I mark that at the edge of the tire there, and then start the bend right there and get that bend, get it to bend flat. And then there's a little crossbar right here, so we can use that little crossbar probably to brace it. But I think that should work out for the back part of it. The next thing we're going to need to do is start getting all the parts off of it. So I have this wheel I just pulled off, and it's got a pretty large gear on it right here. So I don't know what the wheel size, like on a 26-inch wheel, a gear this size, probably get you about 20-25 miles an hour. On this setup, you'll probably get 15, which is about as fast as the Jetson. But I picked this guy up at the bike project. As you can see, there's way less teeth on this, so this should give us a better wheel speed. But we can play with this rim and the other one to see which one is going to give us the right wheel speed that we want. Because honestly, I want this trailer a little faster than the Jetson, because I'm planning to upgrade the Jetson a bit. Because we know where the wheel comes up to here, so we kind of want to make a line across here. And then up in the front, I know I'm keeping the top bar of this. So I can pretty much cut out this right here. I can cut this out right here. But what I want to do is make sure the top bar is still connected to where the handlebars mount and where all the bearings there are. Because I might be able to reuse this piece. Might have to get a little crafty with a pipe bender and like go out and find a pipe bender. But I think we're going to cut this at the bottom here, right about there. And then at the top, if I can get around my cameras and all my lights here without knocking everything over, at the top, oh no, for now, I'm going to cut it right here. The main reason why I'm not going to cut it right at the top here is I want to have this little extra area right here to play with. If I want to add a bar, want to add a mount or something, I'll have that bar right there. I might even cut it a little further, but I think that just this whole thing right here after you get to maybe here is going to interfere with the rear tire when I hook it up to the Jetson. Now before I do any cutting, next thing I'm going to have to figure out is where is this going to mount to. This is our 24 volt 250 watt electric motor. It's an older brush style motor with a gearbox. I think I could do a mount kind of like this. And I don't think you can see it, so I'll turn it a little bit. As you can see, the mount here comes right up to where that line is. See that? So we're probably going to want to move up this line a touch to about here. I'll move it up, get it to about there. That way this can bolt in easily, and we'll continue with the project. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop the project here today because I need to run down to the store and grab a couple of Sawzall blades so we can make our cuts. And in the next video, what we'll do is we'll start kind of mocking everything up. We're going to install the electric drive motor. We're going to install the wheel because we need to measure the ground clearance on the wheel and with the trailer to make sure if we go over a bump or something, we're just not continuously scraping the bottom of this. So that's all I have for you today. Until next time, build stuff and have fun.